So you like your music loud and you've got yourself a pretty powerful subwoofer setup in your car. You've probably got a head unit, upgraded power supply, amplifier and of course a subwoofer at the very least. Combined, these items form a sort of bass machine in the same way that different parts in a car make a travelling machine. One thing that all machines have in common is that they tell you what they're doing so you can keep an eye on them, like the dials and lights on your dashboard, error messages on your PC, and even your washing machine tells you what it's up to. But this bass machine doesn't give you any feedback about what it's doing or how it's performing. Think of your power like the gas in your car. A petrol gauge here would tell you when you're running low so you can turn it down and prevent damage. Your amplifier's output is a bit like your engine speed, and a rev counter here would tell you how hard you're working the amplifier. And finally, the amount of bass from your subwoofer is a bit like your speed, and a speedometer here would tell you how loud your bass actually is. These hypothetical gauges would be so useful in your system when setting up, troubleshooting and maximising its potential, making sure everything's running smoothly, so why don't they exist? SPL LAB have come up with a range of gadgets that do everything these gauges would and more. For example, your petrol gauge becomes the SPL LAB Smart Voltmeter. Unlike a regular voltmeter, this comes with built-in protection if your voltage swings too high or too low, shutting down your amplifier to prevent damage. You can set the protection voltages to whatever you like, and it will hold the voltage which caused it to trip on screen until you hit reset. It also has a super fast quarter-second refresh rate, so even the quickest changes in voltage can be monitored. For your amps rev counter, this becomes the SPL LAB Smart Monitor. This awesome bit of kit gives you a live on-screen true RMS reading for the amount of watts going to your sub at any time. It also measures the amount of watts your amp is drawing from the power supply, and you can see a true comparison on power in versus power out for your amp. Other features include displaying the subwoofer impedance so you can calculate box rise, built-in protection that shuts down your amp if it delivers over a set wattage to the sub, and clip detection to help you set your gains correctly. This device can measure amplifier output up to 30,000 watts RMS and up to 1,200 amps worth of power supply. For seeing how loud this selection of equipment actually sounds, your speedometer becomes the SPL LAB Decibel Meter. Accurate to other SPL dB meters, these sensors by SPL LAB plug into a computer via USB and display detailed readings on screen with the free measuring center software for dB and spectrum analysis. Other options for measuring dB include the wireless bass meter, which connects to your phone via Bluetooth with the free app, or the handheld LCD bass meter for a simple all-in-one ready-to-go measuring gadget, also with the ability to connect to your computer to be used with the main software. Together, these gadgets give you a very clear window into the workings of your car audio system and help you not only get the most out of it, but prevent it from being damaged and warn you when things aren't right. Without them, you're running pretty blind. Like the SPL LAB UK Facebook page for price info, new product updates and promotions, and visit the official SPL LAB website for full info on our range of awesome products.